So trade recap, 23rd of March. I'm down 3R, and basically since 2 or 3 trading days. I mean, I also have to admit that the last week, the Thursday and Friday, were like pretty crazy balance days where the environment wasn't just there. But I just I want to mention that currently it isn't going too well. And I think in those times, because I know that in the future I will definitely be up and I will be like crazy profitable. But right now it is like pretty tough, and I think that this comes from maybe like listening a little bit too much what others might think about it, not being like in tune with my own trading strategy, and therefore not respecting the whole AMT volume profile context thing. Yeah, the study and the strategy to be specifically. And yeah, but overall, I'm still pretty confident in my progress. I think that in the future I might definitely be there. But yeah, let's talk about what the trading day has looked like at the beginning. Basically, this was like the last week's volume profile, and this was the weekly volume profile from 2 weeks ago. What we basically had in this area was like there was like this overall balance where the ledgers have been 6630, 6730, 6780, some were like that, and in the middle was I think 6685 as like this minor rejection point. And basically like we had this crazy spike due to Trump announcement, some stuff going on, and then there was some sell-off shaping up. I had some expectancies. The current thing was like the news event all the way up there, and I started within the first hour after we were like above this imbalance here, where the expectancy was that they either trying to get higher, then getting stuck up there, or getting into this low volume area and then grinding higher all the way up there. That was my expectancy. Then let's see what trades I have taken today. Yeah, I wouldn't say that like this was the first trade. Why have I taken it? Because it was like this area here once held pretty good as a resistance, as you guys can see here. This area 6682, and as you guys saw, there was like this expectancy that they try to stay above until they haven't gotten through the other side of the balance. My expectancy was them trying to get higher. And why have I taken this trade? Because we had like this, after this whole sell-off event, we had like the expectancy after we saw like this higher high for them holding this area, making another higher high, and when they were coming down they made like some minor 13 point kind of move, which is like still a valid idea for me to go long from down there and them trying to hold out. I know some people might say, yeah, why do you do that? We made like a lower high. But if you would trade based on this logic, then you wouldn't have taken this trade here as well. But this turned into a great 4-hour win. So basically, it isn't as simple as that most of the time. And I think it was still a valid idea. What was the footprint looking like in this exact example? That's basically my own individually designed footprint. Where was it? Where was it? It was here. As you guys saw, we had some pretty big sellers being stuck, aggressive buyers starting to step in, and I wanted to go long based within those big buyers and them trying to hold out. There was like this try from them, but I think that they are getting absorbed, and then selling balances, those are like some big selling balances came in, pushed price lower, and yeah, prior in this area we had another big sellers getting absorbed, more aggressive buyers starting to step in, and yeah, this move would have turned into a good 12-point hour move. That was the first one. And then the second one was this short down there. Maybe that wasn't like a too good of a trade. Why? Because we had this massive sell-off event, and basically this area, the 6620 area, was like the last chance for buyers to hold it. 6620, as you guys can see in this crazy low volume node around here, and if they wouldn't have held it, you could have traded like the extreme, trying to aim for a short. As you guys saw here, I traded it. I would say that if you would have traded it like that, I had a pretty good entry. 6628 was a good trade as well, in my opinion. The only thing which wasn't like aligned was the fact that there was like still the expectancy there that buyers might try to get higher, and a big problem was like them getting that aggressive stuck. Big sellers getting just completely stuck. The footprint was footprint was looking like this. Big negative sellers got like rebid, and then on those big selling aggressive buyers came in, were ripping it higher, and from there on, yeah, I was basically stopped out. Then there was this crazy price action. They came back once more into this area and held it another time. So maybe if anyone would have traded it, it was a pretty tough trade in my opinion, because like with a 6-point stop, I would have definitely been stopped out. But what was happening there? We had like crazy selling, more sellers starting to shape up, but they just got, I think, passive buying was pretty strong down there. And then the last trade for today was this long here. Why have I taken it? In my opinion, it would still make sense for me, because recently they were like holding above this high here. Yeah, it was this high here, and there was the expectancy for them getting to the other side of the balance. You could consider this as a minor resistance area kind of thing, but I would rather say that this is like not too big of an issue for me, for my trading strategy. And this thing was pretty good in my opinion as well. Why? We had like this crazy expansion above this, held it once, big selling, got absorbed, as you guys can see here. They were forming like the structure, made like a smaller higher high from those rotations, holding like the lows, and slowly but steady getting higher. And I wanted to go long like in those rotations. At a certain point it looked pretty good as well. So it was like the first trade I've taken today. It isn't like I'm getting immediately stopped out, but then all of a sudden just selling totally put against me. As you guys can see, the selling was pretty crazy. And how do you know? And that's, I think, something for my future self as well. I think those are like some learnings which are the most important thing for a professional trader. you do not know and you cannot control the outcome. So it is not good, and I would say just stupid to anticipate that you have any kind of control of what the market might, or that the market works out for you. The only thing you can control is like my entry. And if I'm sitting here and say, okay, I had like 3 trades today, at least I have entered my maximum loss limit, at least I didn't tilt. 2 of these 3 trades, like the first and the third one, were within my setup. The second one, yeah, not really. It is hard to tell, to be honest. Maybe I should have waited a little bit more. But if I have like through 2 of 3 trades being within my entry criteria, then I think there's no need for being annoyed about me. And there's like also this mathematical underlying of you having a series of constant losses, and that's normal. Because I would say that I'm only having like a 35% win rate, which is still with a 3R win, average win. And that's just the expectancy, so it can definitely happen, and the probability is still there, and it isn't like small. I don't know what the exact number is right now, but the expectancy still is there, so there's no need for me to be negative. The only thing which matters to me right now is like showing up, being consistent with what I trade, sticking to my strategy, improving it, getting a better read on it. There is also some things such as I have gotten like this new footprint, and I also made like this new volume, or this new tick chart. Those are just all new aspects, and yeah, some new things for your trading system. So you basically changed something of the inputs, so you cannot expect the same outputs anymore. And that's something I think I definitely have to learn, or every trader has to learn the hard way. And that's just now a time where you have to stick to it. Don't care about whether my proper challenge is being reached or not. I haven't tilted. I'm still up on the account. And yeah, as you guys can see, I'm still up on the account. That's basically right now. So if I would have like my own money, I wouldn't be in a loss. And that's also something to consider. And you're still learning. Right now I'm only like trading my 8th month. So I think it's coming to the ninth month. So there's like no need for being annoyed or pissed or like angry about the market and the outcome what you got. So basically that were some words for me. Consider them. They will help tremendously. Stick to it. Only care about the input, not the outcome. And that's all. Wish you a great rest of the day. And if you like these videos, if you like those real talk, let me know in the comments down below. I would be pretty happy if you leave a subscription, if you like the video, and share it as well with your trading buddies. And if you have any questions, any further questions, let me know in the comments down below. I will answer all of them. Yeah, that was the trade recap, and let's see us tomorrow.